I'm making this video on the assumption that you know something about modal verbs. Modal verbs like I can, I should, I must, I want to, I may, ich kann, ich darf, ich soll, ich will, those kind of things. Yeah. So anyways, if you don't know modal verbs already, then stop for a minute, go find a different video, and then come back and watch this one later, because now we're going to move on to using modal verbs in the past tense. I wanted to, I was able to, I had to, I should have. Those are modal verbs in the past. Let's take a look. Modal auxiliary verbs in the past tense. Okay, you don't have to worry about what all those phrases mean on the screen, but here's what we need to know. In English, I want to, but yesterday I wanted to. Today I should, but yesterday I should have, or I was supposed to. I must, but yesterday I had to. Today I can, but yesterday I could, or I was able to. All right, so present versus past of a modal auxiliary verb. Auf Deutsch, how do we do this in German? Ich will, I want to, but ich wollte, I wanted to. So for each modal verb, we'll have a past tense form. I'm going to have the assumption that you are familiar with the present tense form, so we're just going to look at the past tense here. Okay, ich konnte, I could, ich sollte, ich musste, ich wollte, ich dürfte. Big hint, notice that they all end with te. Word order for a modal verb is the same in the present or the past. You're going to have a modal verb up front, and then all the way at the end of the sentence, you're going to have the infinitive verb. Die Frau kann gut singen. The woman can sing well. Die Frau konnte gut singen. She could in the past. She was able to sing well. Ich will eine Pizza essen. Ich wollte eine Pizza essen. I want to, or I wanted to, eat a pizza. Der Mann soll hier sein. The man should be here. Der Mann sollte hier sein. He was supposed to be here. Das Kind soll das Buch lesen. The child should read the book. Das Kind sollte. The child should have read the book, or was supposed to read the book. And again, note the word order, verb at the end. The child should the book read. Wir dürfen ins Kino gehen. We are allowed to go to the movies. Yesterday, wir dürften. We were allowed to go to the movies. Im Mai muss ich arbeiten. In May, I must work. Only the word order again. In May must I work. Im Mai musste ich arbeiten. In May I had to work. Past tense. Modal verbs in the past. Modal verbs in the past tense. What does that mean? Instead of I want to, it means I wanted to. Instead of I should, it means I should have. Instead of I can, it means I was able to. Instead of I must, it means I had to. So modal verbs in the past tense. In German, they still require an infinitive verb to be at the very end of the sentence. And in some ways, they're easier in German than English, because must, I must, present tense, and I had to, past tense, don't really have anything to do with each other, right? So I can in the present tense, I was able to in the past tense, not really the same thing. In German, they're more similar. Anyways, that's all for now. Goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss.